Hello again, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Command Combat Battle Reports. Today we're on the Austrian pinnacle, and we've got, appropriately enough, the Austrians with the Prussians versus the French and, what do we have over there? United Netherlands. So, let's look at the French over here. Oh, they're already going real quick. The Uhlans, the Hungarian Hussars, 7-pounder howitzer, dragoons, 12-pounder foot artillery, German Fusiliers, German Grenadiers, Archduke Charles, and the German Fusiliers. Okay, over here with the Prussians, we have 6-pounder horse artillery, hussars, musketeers, some mouseketeers, but of course they're just going to get run over by Goofy. Musketeers, some grenadiers, Gebhard von Blücher. If anybody's seen Young Frankenstein, they know that one. Frankenstein. Foot guards. Experimental howitzer, some lancers, and somebody that's Silesian Schussen. Of course, if I'm mispronouncing things, please correct me and make all kinds of nasty comments. And you'll be doing it because I told you so, I'm sure. The French have the Chevaulegers Lancers, Voltigeurs, 6-pounder horse artillery, Old Guard, just a bunch of old guys. Experimental howitzer. Oh, who's this? Mackelnay? Maréchalnay. Voltigeurs. Maybe if I speak in a thick enough French accent, everybody will think I'm saying it right. Chevalier Lancers! Empereurs Dragoons! There we go. That'll sound right, I'm sure. Or offend lots of people. Line infantry. Line infantry. Ooh, man, we got some carbineers really racing over here. Light dragoons. Line infantry. 7-pounder howitzer. Chevalier. You know, rather than butcher it some more, let's just see what these horses are doing over here. They're really racing up here to the top of the hill, and of course, this is a game where it's really king of the hill. You get to the top of this hill, and you know, try to hold it against the enemy. And it looks like the French have got it over here with the Lancers. And over here, it looks like the Austrians are taking position and really trying to hold it. So the Austrians have it on one flank, and the French have it on the other. Although so far in both cases it seems to be just with their cavalry. Oh, really? Actually, it's rather interesting. The French actually are holding, the Austrians are holding on the back sides of the hill, not taking it, but instead just getting set up and waiting for the Netherlands to come up there and getting their cavalry ready to flank, it kind of looks like. The Netherlands aren't quite falling for the trap. They're kind of cautiously going up the hill. And over here on the French-Prussian side, ooh, the French have been really aggressive. They're running forward with their cavalry. Oh my God, and hitting all of those Prussians in the flank. Oh, that was a bad hit that was a real big mistake on the side of the Prussians, because they just had themselves completely open to the flank there. And they're just getting totally hammered by that cavalry. And the rest of them just don't even seem to know what's going on. Oh, now the Prussians are sending in their other cavalry. Oh, but they don't really need to. The French cavalry is being pulled back. Well, okay, so they basically sacrificed one cavalry unit for 2 infantry units. We'll see how that pays off in the long run, because they eventually got hammered themselves. Oh, and so they put up spikes on the other sides to, protect themselves, but of course it's kind of useless now. Alright, so let's go over here, back over to the Austrians. Both sides are just kind of waiting for each other to get up on the top of that hill. So it looks like the Austrians are done waiting. They're coming out. Oh, Netherlands are doing something interesting. They're just kind of pulling out and going over to help the French. So they'll probably concentrate over here on the Prussians on one side and try to wipe them out, and then both together turn on the Austrians, which is a good strategy. Oh, but the French seem to be going in piecemeal, because you got more cavalry, which probably hit the Prussians harder first, but now... Yeah, now they're kind of getting hit in those woods there. And then they got some infantry going over here. Looks like they're going around to the side to maybe flank them, but I'm not quite certain. Well, it's kind of hard to see through the trees, but I think what happened is the French... yeah, Russia... Oh, no, that's the Netherlands. They have rushed into those woods where the Prussians were sending up some artillery and captured and managed to hit the artillery. So there's some Prussian artillery that's now gone. Wow, this is kind of turning out to be kind of interesting. Oh, and the Austrians have taken advantage of the fact that the Dutch have moved out. It's the Dutch, right? Netherlands is Dutch. Alright, I was consulting our expert over here, and neither of us are quite sure. We're both very ignorant. But anyway, so these guys from the Netherlands, they only have like one rear guard, and the Austrians are taking advantage of it and moving up this hill to take it from the side. So you got a firefight between Jaegers and line infantry. Let's see who wins this one. Oh! Netherlands is being kind of tricky. They're sending in cavalry, but the Austrians were ready for them. And they're squaring up. Yeah, it looks like the Netherlands' plan to kind of join up with the French have failed since the Austrians have applied pressure. Now it's a fight between them. But now let's look at the French. French have just been really aggressive in this one. They've really rushed forward and caught the Prussians before they were able to get up over that hill. And now it's just sort of turning into a fist fight, I think, right along here. Fist fight, hooves fight. You got some skirmishers coming up over here trying to get a flank shot. And you got an artillery. This is kind of interesting. The artillery is trying to hit those skirmishers, but the skirmishers have taken cover behind these rocks. So the artillery keeps hitting those rocks. Oh, you got over here. It looks like the French came around the flank and they're reinforcing it to take out some of the weaker Prussians in the flank there. Some musketeers. So they might actually, if they hit those musketeers, they're going to be able to swing around, hit the general, and then hit the rest of the Prussians in the back there. So we'll see how that goes pretty soon. Oh, meanwhile, over here with the Austrians, they just still have that square, and they're holding off the cavalry, but the cavalry have managed to keep the Austrians from going up.
Our general is under attack.
It looks like their general is under attack. And now that's going to turn into a fist fight. What I mean is a melee, of course. And they've done pretty well. They got it into the woods, and they're holding the Netherlands men at bay. Oh, and you got cavalry in the back there. Some Austrian cavalry that have come up behind. Oh, but they're just pretty much going to get slaughtered at this point. But it looks like they were trying to kind of catch the Netherlands in the rear while they were on the move towards the to help the French. And they're pushing forward along the hill, which is probably going to be their best bet.
We have killed their general, sir. Now they must break.
So the Netherlands general is dead now. Oh, and even this cavalry that hit behind that we thought was pretty much done for, and when they hit the Netherlands guys in the rear, well, they're still up. They were pretty badly outnumbered, but they managed to do it. Oh, and they've routed them. So the Netherlands guys are pretty badly hurt back here. Looks like the Austrians are just going to finish them up. While meanwhile over here, I think the French, despite their earlier losses, yeah, it looks like they've managed to make the Prussians break. And they're just kind of stuck between two various areas. The Prussian general might not even still be alive. I'm not quite sure here. Let's take a look. Oh no, that looks like it's Blucher right there. You can see him in the middle. The guy with the gray hair. But he's running for it. He's going to try to take cover behind his artillery. While meanwhile, their infantry is going to... I think this is the last remaining Prussian infantry. And they're taking on one group of French infantry while the rest of them are coming up behind them. So very soon this is going to just turn into a battle of the French versus the Austrians. Once the French can clean up the Prussians and the Austrians can clean up the Netherlands. And actually the French are already starting to move over some artillery over here to fight the Austrians. So looks like the French are going to try to get the initiative on them. Who's this of the Netherlands that's still alive? Oh, very small unit against a very big unit. Oh, and some Austrian cavalry caught up with that French artillery. Looks like they got them from the rear. I don't even know how that Austrian cavalry got over there, but they definitely surprised them. So French are just not going to have artillery over in this area. The Austrians are just not going to let them. Oh, look. It appears that Blucher was killed, but it seems also the French general was killed, so the Austrian general is the only one remaining. Let's take a look at him, shall we? Which one is he? Ah, here we go. That would be Archduke Charles, right there in the center. You can see him. Looks a little different from the rest of them. So let's see if Charles can take on the French. Oh, and it is exactly even right now. That is the last of the Netherlands being taken care of. So this is going to be a fight right down the middle of the spine of the hill. French versus Austrians. What do the Austrians have left here? 7-pounder howitzer, which is set up and firing down the hill. Hungarian hussars. Hungarian hussars over there, so they're probably going to join up with each other. Some Jaegers, German Fusiliers, German Grenadiers, more Fusiliers, some Uhlans, Dragoons, and Archduke Charles. That appears to be their army. Oh, and they still have the 12-pounder artillery as well. Versus, what do the French have over here? Experimental howitzer. Oh, artillery à pied. Some Voltigeurs. Old Guard. Old Guard. So it appears that the Austrians have more numbers, but the French seem to have the quality troops. It looks like the Austrians have discovered the unsupported artillery and is running their cavalry all the way down the field to take them down. It's a long way for them to run, but not a bad idea to catch them before they can get detected.
The men are fatigued, sir, and must rest a while.
Monsieur! Artillerie! Le canon est prêt, monsieur!
Well, it's starting to look like we're not going to have the time to finish this battle. They aren't going to reach each other. So, if we run out of time first, thanks for watching. Subscribe to us and watch us at Command Combat Battle, or no, I'm sorry, CommandCombatReports.com. This was a Napoleon Total War game. French and Prussian and Austrian and Netherlands. Thanks for watching and happy gaming.
Lancez des ordres!
Well, now here's the problem with not having any cavalry anymore. The French are moving up, but they're completely unsupported by cavalry, so the Austrians are getting in those woods there, preparing to flank them. Now, of course, the French are dealing with them, but while they're dealing with that cavalry, the rest of the Austrian infantry is moving up on them. So it may look like they had a little victory over that cavalry, but the simple fact of the matter is that cost them time now. Now it looks like the French and the Austrians are going to meet each other at that little woods there. The Austrians have gotten the jump on them by getting the sharpshooters in the woods. And once again, the French are going to have to slow down to deal with that. They'll ultimately win the skirmish, as you're about to see, but the Austrians have bought themselves some time to get up there.
Yes, sir.
It's interesting, usually the sharpshooters would pull out, but they're not going to pull out this time, evidently, because they're there really to buy the rest of the guys' time.
Mettez-vous à couvert, imbécile! Apportez de tir! Glorious victory, sir, is soon to be yours.
So that was pretty much it. I mean, the French have a few troops left, but you can see the Austrians are massing more and more, so this battle is just about done. So, I'll just play out the rest of the battle for you guys, but basically, thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe to us and watch us on www.commandcombatreports. And enjoy our many battles. Thanks for watching, and happy gaming!
Seid hin! Macht das schnell weg!
Runter, ihr Narren!
Our men are running for